Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the solid effort on that return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 45. Oh, look out! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! And it's no good. He missed the extra point. A very five-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
From the gun, the running back has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Skips away from pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They'll try it on the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front. And that's exactly what happened to him.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air, it's Buck. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Red pass is complete. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Okay, the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
3:25.
to the ground with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay.
One final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he got loose. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down.
Pound 55 weak.
Looking to throw. It's locked. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Finds his tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The running back has it. Steamrolls his way ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Here's the handoff. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
2-9 Philly.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes the connection. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Ready?
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here we go with the run on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to pass. It's locked. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Wants to go up top. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's locked. Might be looking to run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
A nice job on this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Bringing the heat. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down if I...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Makes a move. Got a little room.
The return brings it down to the 32. And the South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's locked. Finds the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. So as it turns out, a two-play drive results in a field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Scanning the field, it's locked. Buying some time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On third down, going up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Quick release by the QB. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on second down. Snares it outside. It's Baby. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense and really be productive. Last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice palmer, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Aurora. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's locked. Fires complete on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Spits it out to the back. It's on target and complete.
That play was discussed every single time.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. Unloads quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. On the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Got it.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Spire.
Dropping back, it's locked. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
22 Spider.
They'll go right back to it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and it'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Gets open down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Georgia going up tempo. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
3rd and short, I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready, got the big stop, forces the 4th down.
Try to get it on the ground. He's got hold. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Dogs are rolling down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give them a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. From the gun, give on the inside. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Got it.
3rd and goal from way back there.
Easy.
Here comes the option. The pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense enough.
Off he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Just keeps moving. Touchdown, South Carolina. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now, trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They got it at the 30. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Ready,
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
clear.
Softened them up with a run, and now to throw. Finds space on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter